Live on Jeb TV with me, Synergy, always with 2 fingers in the ear, and this is On the Streets. Yebedi Nkomobi, as the information is already out there concerning the constitutional reviewer, submitted to the president. Acceptance in the Wamunsaka, the person or chair this whole committee, Professor H. Kwesi Prempeh. And Shebu Hama was here frame. Na in Chirimunun Sumuda Honam Senebeya. To you listening and watching me right here, no. Onso beti ase no hu ni se Ghana no ne nkankro any the future no see any penana. Now the first part of the constitutional review recommendation submitted to the president the year babehwe no is centered on the article 66, the extension of the presidential term. Previously, according to the article 66 of Ghana's constitution, echirim se obi ba bedi mampenia or only 4 years in the first term, 4 years in the second term, making it 8 years. Now the recommendation is, yes, it's the 4 years, to 5 years. Reason or the rationale behind that, is all about. Yana that 4 years, is not enough for them because it drew the final year and money by 4 years campaign, rally, any niema bibrebe ni ana ihu se ekoso. Intino yana emwa momu jumedie no emomu ntimi continue with their developmental project. Intemane kwakwa eche say they are halfway or one way or the other. No, 1 year, yes, slashing it off because of campaign. Intino wo awuchi na watching me right here on Jeb TV. No, what do you think about this recommendation? Moving the one term a year 4 years into 5 years. Intino before share John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, eba for the second term. No, had it been said before that, Nanka, this recommendation, your review. Nanka ya approve nanka Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo ne term started 2016 to 2020 na the second term ne be from 2020 to 2024 no, it would have been 5 years in his first term and another 5 years in his second term, making it 10 years.
To extend the term of office of the president from 4 years to 5 years, with the term of parliament extended to correspond with this. Our thinking is practical. Under the current 4-year cycle, the early months of every administration are consumed by transition matters, and the final year is largely consumed by elections. A 5-year term provides a more realistic time frame for the formulation, implementation, and assessment of government policy.
What do you think? Now, do they even need that time, and answer these years based on what they've shown to us as Ghanaians? Na ekobani sampu kra na nka yesinka amfo na nka echire ne nto aso so obi benya 4 years obenya 5 years na nka na adwuma a waye ene be kire Ghanaians say yemma ne bi mfa nto aso. It doesn't matter say 1 year ye twam ana say 1 year aye wasted, so ye adwuma panko ade a definitely na isa betimi aka. Now let's move on to article 62B. Previously in our constitution ekire say for say obi betimi ede ne ho ato ho no magina say I want to become a flag bearer na yentumi me so aba na me president no, the minimum age 40 years. Now according to the review committee say
still on the presidency, the committee recommended that the minimum age of eligibility for election as president be reduced from 40 years currently in the constitution to 30 years. The government has accepted this recommendation in principle, subject to one modification. The minimum age will be 35 years, not 30 years. And of course, the details of this will be fashioned out by the Constitutional Review Implementation Committee.
Yente so emfamra 30 or 35 years, as said the uncommon ACT. Minimum said the anti-asianisi air corner air kwakwa 35 years. The rationale again is about say you betimi enya youth na ye be hu involvement in the presidential positions. Ye benya vibrant people be taking the leadership of Ghana. And no krenso nkokrafo no abakwa. Intino ahay incommon ni youth ikra, are we ready? Na no krenso looking at our brain the way you on social media and the way and microphone be common as communicators, people are more fully within the age, as they say, yet so about the minimum age 35 years no ebeboa ye nimdeɛ no are they ready so betima take the mantle see ebetu youth bi so aba as president ana if you are able to get youth or vibrant if you are able to get youth adwen no ejinem energy ne bibia eye kama I think say it will help us all but almost oka so mu disca na chepa. Share the other review recommendations are on the current provision of the Article 2431 and no mandate the president to appoint metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executive officers. Now the recommendation is yemiemu ento na enye election yento omoso aba wabomu enchire wado na wona wono omo etie across the districts na ye in Ghana, that is 261 districts na ye Ghana currently no. Se uyi obi a se o qualify utimi gina emma ye to so abama ne ye nko ade a enkonko eche se president na appoint o. Na ye fa bi nso ya na ye nokre. Due to this appointment, says some people get to the district, they stand nothing to lose because the president in ye na dear na bechere no. The president in Sunka bibi a dear na bechere no. Say Juma ma yena so anaso wanye Juma ni nyina ye president na mfa bibi ma he. Na we dear enkonkoba ni say ye nimu na president de waba. Enkonkoba ni say wo asumesi ukra ne hwan na wadwuma kra ne sen relationship with your people na no mba betina in the district no. Metropolitan, municipal, Nimukrano, Shane City. A fade ye bema wankasa, unyuma enen one ye, and a bachelor says, ye two swabanas ye young quadia, a fade be pay. Ye makwan Emma president ain't appointed bill. With this, Nipa 5 and na appointment, ebeba from the president. At the end of it, there will be a vetting committee on Mobetnaso through the traditional chiefs, and then the people here sir womoke be a womb near your vetting at the Jimu 3. But I say for us to have the inclusion of women as part of Yejumedia Yedin Organa ha na ebebuama a man so etime play a role when it comes to nation building and our national development. So out of the 5 people no yepo yempo ema I was say a PMB. Ye vetting if so nipa 3 now more also mukoko jina across the 261 districts in Ghana, no. A muba out of the 3, no. It was say a sounds ye or bar. No more sounds Regina and mayor to almost aba. This one is about the Article 62B recommendation made on Shadia year's appointment. The local government side, no.
The president will nominate 5 persons, 2 of whom shall be women. Out of the 5, 3 shall be shortlisted, 1 of whom shall be a woman, after vetting by a committee drawn from the Ministry of Local Government, the Public Services Commission, and the Local Government Service. Those 3 will then be candidates for election as district chief executive or municipal or metropolitan chief executive.
Finally, Neil French, based on the constitutional review recommendations, I resubmitted here to the president, Article 68, Clause 5, HRM, based on the current provision, said, Republic of Ghana, your president, the executive official, is exempted from taxes, untia tax, ne salary, ne allowances, ne facilities, pension, hun taxes, no, untia. Now the recommendation is omunso aketua ho nsem no e wo se omutua tax. Me can ye say we mashu we mbeshu because womuntua tax mpo aketua no etisen ekosen omudi ni sen na so omusen and a corruption etua tese e wo Ghana yi. No mbetua ho tax de a ene abujan yo ye beti eti say ten.
The government has also accepted the principle that the president should not enjoy tax exemptions by virtue of office alone. The president will pay taxes on his salary and allowances, as well as the applicable indirect taxes on goods and services. The government has not, however, accepted the proposal to tax the president's retirement gratuity and pension, and the details of the president's tax liability will be worked out in the tax laws where such details belong.
But you know, you in 2027 ne ahwɛ adeɛ sɛ ebetimi ayɛ adwuma. The Constitutional Review Committee no ɛtena aseɛ no nsɛm a ɔmo ato dwa recommendations a ɔmo de to dwa nie. This with me, Synergy, always the two fingers in the ear. Let's roll it on for next time. The also would say na wuhuno. A home company.